Life after death? What a question. To say anything about this subject is to talk about an unknown. What can one say about the other side of life? After all, who's been there? Before we get into the stories of experiences from the dead but alive, let's look at the known aspects of life and death. You've heard the saying, "My life flashed before my eyes," said by someone who had gone through a near-death experience. Question for our topic here is, what were they getting at? I think we instinctively know something of this. What a man such as this, with this experience, means to say is to speak of all the memorable experiences he had up until that point. But here we come to a juncture of the situation. Does he speak of experiences done to him or experiences done by him? I believe the two are inextricably interrelated. A person does not experience anything without first putting himself in that position. The experience done to him is only the ends. The means is what is done by him. In short, the experiences felt to him is only as valid as the choosing that came prior. In this way, nothing happens without a reason. One might play devil's advocate and say the man does not choose when he is conceived. This raises a valid question. However, is his father's loins completely separate from the son? We can say man is nothing without his father. What mistakes the father makes, with no intervention, the son will make the same mistakes. But this is what we find in the link between the other side of death and man's moral makeup. As a man places himself in what happens to him, it is a moral choice of his father's, really. So the father's choices place his son in what is experienced to him, and the son the same for his son. What happens to the son as an experience is by the father's choice. Not to say all experiences are the same, or even equal, because what happens after an experience can be a matter of life and death. What the father teaches his son is a matter of life and death. What could be more paramount to life and death than morals? To live by morals is the basis of the origin of the choices of the father. Where the father places his son is of course of moral consequence. Every experience of the son is of moral alignment of the father, even if not directly, because the father has much influence over the son. The father places his son in what the son experiences when the son's life flashes before his eyes. And what do we make of the dead but alive son? Some say they cross over and they saw heaven. We can say they have been made dead to live. We might say what one sees on the other side of life is synonymous with what one sees when their life flashes before their eyes, for we see both of these come from a moral choice of experience. A man might die and stay there, but that is a man's moral choice and the choice of his father's. Why do we talk about this? Because it relates to us and our experiences. Because where we go in either case of life flashing before our eyes or life after death is a moral choice we make as illuminated by the Father. But what are these morals? What does it mean to be moral? Morals are simply a choice between life and death. The mechanism of death is different, but the choice is the same. And this applies to others, of course, because man doesn't live in a vacuum away from others, but integrates with them. We choose if others live or die. Naturally, if I am made of the same stuff as you, and I choose if you are live or die, then we are interrelated. And if we are interrelated, we have a common ancestor. How are we interrelated? What does it mean for us to be interrelated? And what shows us we are all interrelated? We will talk about this next time.